Bill Kinison claims that in the book that his brother Sam had been spending time in New York before he got famous, and he got involved with some mob guys who were giving him coke, but telling him like, Sam, let us manage you. We want to represent you. We could be your managers. We'll help you get some gigs. And Sam kept stringing him along, going like, yeah, let's do some more coke. Let's just keep partying. And then one night they sat him down. They brought him up to their apartment. They had a bunch of coke, and they brought out a contract. And they said, Sam, come on, quit fucking around. Let's sign this contract. And Sam goes, guys, you guys are coke dealers. I'm not signing a contract with coke dealers. They beat the shit out of him. They physically beat the shit out of him in their apartment. And Sam calls his brother crying and saying, I'm in trouble. These mob guys say they're going to kill me, and I don't know what to do. And there's a call on the other line. Bill clicks over to the line. It's Rodney Dangerfield. Rodney says, Bill, I want you to tell Sam I'm doing a young comedian special. I want Sam to do a 6-minute spot on my young comedian special. And he said, Rodney, Sam's in a lot of trouble, all right? He's mixed up with the mob. There's some mafia guys. I want to kill him. And Rodney said, who are they? He said, I have no idea. And he said, ask him who they are. And he clicks over and he said, Sam, I got Rodney on the line. He wants to know who the guys are. What are their names? Do you know their names? He said, yeah, they're brothers and their names are blah, blah, blah. Clicks back over and he tells Rodney, and Rodney says, all right, tell Sam I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Sam goes back home to Los Angeles, and a few days later, and Carl LaBove remembers the story, and I think Jimmy Schubert.
Oh, Jimmy Schubert.
Schubert was there. They all witnessed this. A limo pulls up at the Comedy Store, and the mafia guys from New York get out of the limo looking for Sam, and they said, Sam, we are sorry. We apologize. And they hugged him, and they said, we made a mistake. We want you to know that it'll never happen again, and we are sorry. And Bill said, to this day, I have no idea who Rodney called, but those mob guys showed up a few days later in Los Angeles to apologize to Sam.
That was fun.
That
was crazy.
Very educational for me.
Yeah, I just knew the mob guys had beat him up. I didn't know the Rodney part. I didn't know any of it all. I knew that he had, I knew he got out of it somehow, but I never knew it was that Rodney made the phone call.
Well, a lot of us heard over the years that Rodney was connected. Yeah. I've heard that over the years.
There's a really fucked up part of it at the end of that story that Carl LaBove says that before the mob guys came over to L.A. to apologize, that there was a murder in the apartment directly above where Carl and his girlfriend and Sam slept at in New York.
Wow.
There was a mob-style hit in the apartment directly above them, and they think that the mob guys got the wrong floor because they said they couldn't figure out why this person was killed mob-style, had no ties to the mafia, no whatever. But it was in the apartment directly above the apartment where Sam, Carl, and Carl's girlfriend were.
Oh my God!
So, Carl. We should have Carl. You got to Carl call one day.
Carl
is
LaBove.
great.
I love Carl LaBove.
Your greatest guest.
I've never had him on.
Dude!
I'm saying he's your greatest guest that you haven't. He is your future.
Yeah, I don't think
guest.
I've ever had him on.
He's a sweetheart of a guy. He's got more stories than me and this one put together. He's funny.
Powerhouse.
Good comedy.
Easily.
How does he deal with the whole Sam Kinison
daughter
kid thing?
You got to have him come on and tell his story.
I've read the articles over the years, but
yeah, he fought it. If you don't know the story, Carl LaBove had a daughter, and he found out 10 years or so after she was born that it wasn't his daughter, it was his best friend, who is now gone, Sam Kinison. It's Sam Kinison's daughter. His ex-wife, who is hitting him up for alimony every month, reveals it to him, and still continues to try to get alimony because the way the state of California works, if you're recognized as the father when a child is born, regardless of what happens from that point on, you're responsible financially for the next 18 years. And Carl was fighting the law.
Man.
And he was part of marches and trying to help get legislation approved. Even if the kid pops out and it's not even the same skin color as you, it doesn't matter. You recognized on the certificate as the dad, and you're responsible financially for the next 18 years. And Carl tried to fight it.